Welcome back. How'd you make out with the God of your understanding? Don't worry, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of willingness and a little bit of effort just to keep an open mind, and it will make your life infinitely better. You'll have something much more effective than drugs and alcohol to lean on in good times and in bad. You're going to need them right now. We're going to talk about step 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Now, that's a mouthful, because if you were like me, that wasn't high on my list of priorities. I had spent many years doing many unethical things that I wasn't really too proud of, stuff that I thought I was going to take to the grave with me. But I was told that people who skip this step rarely stay sober long term, because we have to get rid of this junk. We have to understand that to stay sober, we're no better, we're no worse than anybody else. We're human beings with some good traits and some not so good traits. But we don't want to keep this bottled up. Our resentments, our anger, our shame, all these things are the type of things that keep us sick and seeking escape through drugs and alcohol. This is an important step to take. The reason you want to take this step is you want to expel all that junk you've been carrying around. Confession really is as old as civilization. Man has a need to purge himself from all these misguided choices we've made. And the idea with step 3 and having a God of your understanding is forgiveness is possible. You forgive yourself, God forgives you, and then in step 5, you're going to divulge this to another human being. So the idea is this: the faintest ink is better than the sharpest memory. A 4th step must be written down. When you write something down, it's the first action step you take to correcting it. You're admitting what it is, you're looking at it, you're asking yourself better questions about, what was I thinking? Why did I live this way? Do these current beliefs serve me well? There's many things involved in a good 4th step, but the most important thing is honesty. You take this step for yourself. It's humbling when you look at it. The rewards are incredible. It's all the secrets. You're only as sick as your secrets. All the secrets that you thought were so horrible, really, when you look at them, they're just human frailties. We all have them. I said in the beginning that the steps are meant to keep us humble, to keep us right size, and few steps will do that, like step 4 and 5. When you write these down, the best way I found is by examining from a reference point of the 7 deadly sins. When was I prideful, greedy, angry, lustful, envious, gluttonous, slothful? You sit down there and you ask yourself these questions, and what effect did they have on another person? And it allows you to get a real good idea of yourself. Think about it in business terms. Any business that doesn't take an inventory every once in a while, clean house, usually goes out of business. And in this, we're talking about the business of life, your life. So to make your life more profitable and your mental health and your spiritual well-being more productive, you want to look at this and you want to do an honest assessment. When we do our 4th step, we want to make sure that we leave blame out of it. We don't want to be looking at somebody else's inventory. Everybody has to confess their own sins. You have to take credit for what you've done. The most important part of taking a 4th step is 1, that you write it down. 2, that you're open and honest to the best of your ability right now. When we look into our hearts, we find that how dark they can be. But when we open up and we expel this junk, we can move on and face the world. You can only be as honest as you are aware. If you are new to recovery, chances are you're going to want to do another 4th step again in the future, because as time goes on, new things pop up that we're not even aware were an issue. So what I suggest you do is, in case you've never seen one, this is a step book. I suggest you get one. Open it up, read the first 3 steps, and then focus on the 4th step. It will give you complete instructions on how to get a 4th step under your belt, how to sit down there, how to write it out, the questions you should ask, and the direction you should head. Next time we meet, we're going to talk about step 5.